keme. And it took 1 hour for me to use Facebook. And why I use Facebook? Because it is just make me happy. And the effect of using Facebook for me is it gives happiness and it entertains me.
So, madalas mo ginagamit na social media is Google Meet. Araw-araw ko yung ginagamit kasi ginagamit namin yun sa practical reason na. Yun kami kumuha ng mga idea o yung mga word na malalalim yun namin din.
Hi, my name is Marley. Hi, my name is Linda. I usually use Messenger because I use it for important message like when I'm contacting my parents, family, friends. Usually use Messenger for 4 hours. Thank you. Ako naman ginagamit ko sa social media, Facebook, tapos Messenger. Kasi pag nabuburi ako, kaya nabuboring, yun na lang yung ginagamit ko para malibang ako. Mga 5 hours ko naman nagagamit.
2 to 3 hours para gamitin ko. Dahilan ng paggamit ko nito na para makaiwas sa stress, panungkol, para sumaya kasi mahirap magpasaya ng ibang tao lalo na pag wala ng tao.
Well, as a mom, I'm also aware of the social media thing that's happening right now in the millennial world. Well, what I want to say is that there are two things that you need to consider in letting your children use social media. So there are positive sides and there are negative sides. So the positive sides are like it's easy for them to interact with their friends, and especially our families, because most of our families are also using social media. So whenever we interact with each other, we actually use social media like Facebook or Instagram. Sometimes some of them are Twitter as well. So but right now we are more on Facebook. So we do Facebook, we do Messenger, and we communicate on that way. So and I really see the positive sides of it when you use social media because it reflects on how we can interact with each other right away. Like if you want to know something of person or to one of our family members, all we need to do is just to chat on them. And if we want to, let them know what we're doing, we just need to post our pictures on Facebook and and share it to them. So I think that's number one thing that is good when you're using social media. So when it comes to negative part, the only thing that I actually notice with my children is that my kids are staying more online rather than doing chores here in our house. And most of the time, they are, they are spending a lot of hours using their cell phone and doing things on Facebook or whatever social media. Part, one thing that I noticed with my children is that they spend a lot of time in using their cell phones because they're doing social media. And the thing is, they don't have a time anymore in their studies, like doing their assignments, and sometimes they use it as their way for them to go on social media. So as a mom, I need to work on to that because I can see that there's really there's like a disadvantage for them in being into social media. They spend a lot of time doing things on their phone, sharing a lot of things on social media, and sometimes since that I'm a working mom, I don't have a time to check on their timeline or on what they are doing over the internet. So what I actually do is that I really think of an idea that will allow me to manage them on how they could be able to do less on their, working on less on their phones or doing social medias, because I can see there's like a little addiction on it already, because they can even sleep late. One of my child is actually sleeping like around 2 a.m. Because of, she's just doing something on her phone. So I actually don't have a time to track on it. So what I do is that in order for me to minimize the usage of their cell phone, I actually put like a time for them to just use their cell phone. Like for example, I come up with a specific time frame for them to use their cell phone. Like for example, from Monday to Friday, they're not allowed to use their cell phone. So they can only use their phones and do some social media during Saturdays and Sundays. But the thing is, they actually get some time to, to ask me for them to go online because they need to do some assignments, something like that. And then it happens to know that later I knew they are just doing social media. So what I did, I talked to my husband, and what I did, we actually take off all of their phones. So they're not using any more cell phones. So they don't have a chance to be in the social media anymore. So I think as a mom, you really have a lot of chances to, motivate or to what do you call this? Just to make your children to be on the safe side. Because nowadays, you don't know how technology bring them up. So they are being, brought up not by us as a parents on how on what they want them to be, but they are actually being brought up the way how the technology goes, more developed. So this millennial thing with the teenagers right now, so parents should be more aware on what they are doing every day, every now and then. They should have communication is really very important. You need to communicate with your children, because the more they are into social medias, I notice as well that the lesser that they communicate with you. So as a mom, I actually make sure that my children are on a safe side, in a safe place, along with this technology, and and still they know what is actually happening on the world, specifically more. So I think that's it. Just communicate with your children more and more, talk to them, and of course, you need to understand what they feel and how they feel. So consideration is also important. So I think that's the very.
Ako nga pala si Ginoong Dave Austria mula sa Kagawaran ng Pilipino. Ang sagot ko dun sa tanong mo kung ano yung maipapayo ko sa mga mag-aaral o kabataan na nalululong sa paggamit ng social media. Lahat naman tayo, sa panahon natin ngayon, hindi na natin maisasantabi ang paggamit ng social media. Mababata, binata, dalaga, matanda, gumagamit na ng social media sapagkat ginagamit natin ito sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Ginagamit natin sa pag-aaral, ginagamit natin sa tahanan, at sa kung saan pa man na pwede itong gamitin. Ang maipapayo ko siguro yung maglaan sila ng limitasyon sa paggamit ng kanilang social media, kasi maraming masasagasaan kapag buhay mo na yung social media. Hindi natin may isasantabi, di ba? May mga napapanood tayo na hindi na naiiwasan, yung parang asawa niya na yung social media, katabi na niya, pagising niya, social media pa rin yung kaharap niya. So palagi natin tatandaan na kahit ang anumang sobra ay may masamang epekto o masamang nalalayo siya sa realidad ng buhay. Yung imbis na makipag-usap siya, makipaghalubilo sa ibang tao, puro na lang social media yung hawak niya. So ang daming naidudulot nito na masama. Pero meron din namang mga positibong epekto nito. Siguro time management, maging responsable sa paggamit at magkaroon ng limitasyon sa paggamit ng social